Hello, we are going to demonstrate truther meter, and we will start with some biography of a famous Russian poet, Alexander Pushkin. Then we will look at other domains, but this is where we start. So we submit this text, and I intentionally modified so saying that he was a student at Louvre at Paris, and fact checker crossed this whole phrase, student at the Louvre at Paris, a school for aristocratic youth, and suggested Lyceum at Tsarskoye Selo, a school for aristocratic youth. So this is a correction. This is our first example. We're going to look at different cases, different domains, but first, let's look at the chart. Let's look at system architecture. We have content from LLM. We get text for verification and possible correction. We decompose it into a set of checkable phrases using discourse analysis and other means. We decontextualize it. So each statement can be checked separately. Usually it means transferring from previous sentences coreference entities so that each sentence for verification is self-contained. Then we select statement which should be fact-checked. Now, iterating through each such statement or such sentence, we form a search query for Google and Bing. We obtain evidence clauses from the search result, compute the stance of evidence, and this is a tricky part. Now we obtain multiple search results, and we need to compare them with each other. We need to find the smaller, the most viable, consistent set. We remove all inconsistencies. So whatever we get from the web, if they are consistent with each other, that is fine. And we will look at examples when for different portions on the web, different websites, we get inconsistent data. And now we want to find a minimal consistent set. Once we do it, we identify the best evidence. Then we do syntactic and semantic processing alignment, align true phrase from evidence and LLM phrase, substitute entities if necessary, and then we output the corrected text. Now let's look at ChatGPT examples and see where it makes mistakes. Our second domain is related to caving. The question is, which clue explores the deepest cave on Earth? Let's go back and ask about, if we just ask who explored the deepest cave on the Earth without giving a hint, it gives the incorrect example. But there is a big confusion because two deepest caves very close to each other and they are in the same region. So now in this question, we try to give a hint naming the cave and just focus question on the team, which club, which team. And the ChatGPT for some reason refuses to mention the team, saying explored by various international cave exploration teams, which is actually not true, and saying this is not associated with specific club. Let's take a first sentence and fact check it. So we type the sentence in this window, run the fact checker, and then we see that first it crossed Abkhazia region near Black Sea. And Abkhazia region, that's ambiguous thing, and there's a political thing because it's supposed to be part of Georgia, and we will look deeper into it. And the other, it totally refused to accept various international cave exploration teams, because it's a flat lie. Let's look now at Google. What is Google saying? So for Google, generative AI, Google's, and ChatGPT mentioning Kruber key for some reason, because that's how they used from their training data set. But on the other hand, Google gives as a direct search result, Google cites this ZME science and gives a correct result. Although Google knows that this is deeper than that, although by just 15 meters. So even Google is getting lost different portions of answer page in this result. So that is why fact checking is important. And we can try this whole sentence and truth verified. And then we say that this sentence is accepted. There's nothing wrong with it. So we check for false positives. Now let us go back to the domain of famous Russian poet Pushkin. I'll look at, see interesting examples of what ChatGPT gave us. And let's look at example. So look at this answer. Alexander Pushkin has two grandmothers, and both of them had the same last name, Hannibal. So obviously this is totally wrong, and we need to then specify questions. But this also can be, let's do fact checking for this sentence and see what it will hint us. And then we see that this was, it was not confirmed. This information is not confirmed. So this whole sentence needs rewriting, not just particular thing, if you want to do fact checking. Another example would be also, if you talk about Roman Emperor Alexander Severus, and also the answer about paternal grandmother and maternal grandmothers are incorrect, because as you can see, this is a site specifically devoted to biography. Mother part is known and father part is unknown. So this is something ChatGPT is invented. So let's take this portion of the answer and do fact checking on it. And what we will observe, hopefully that in this case, this relationship between grandmother and mother is correct. The only thing the system disagreed, the system didn't find confirmation that these women, both of them, played influential role in life and a life of Alexander Severus. So this part we cannot confirm. And I think it's a good time to conclude. Again, we have just to conclude, we have the text, we're verifying it, and we have a less reliable but sometimes useful, suggestful rewrite for the content being verified. Okay, thank you for attention.